Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard. We kindly ask that you fasten your seatbelt.
And eat your fucking nuts. This is Confessions on the Fly with
LJ
and Flight Attendant Joe. Welcome back, bitches, to Confessions on the Fly with
LJ
and Flight Attendant Joe, Season 2. Are you ready?
We're back.
Oh my God.
Back.
Yes, we are back, guys, and we are very excited. I want to thank you for inviting me back.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Well, I wasn't going to come.
I know you were.
But
you
you kind of pulled my tail a little bit.
I pulled your little tail. I made you come back. All right, I know.
Well, don't say little and come in the same sentence when you're talking to me, because that's very disrespectful to a man.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's
you could have said,
huge.
I pulled your huge floppy skin tail, and then I slapped myself across the face with it, and that's how you got me back here. I mean, come on.
It's Confessions on the Fly.
Yes.
Season 2. We're
Season
so happy
2.
you're here.
Thank you guys so much for just coming back. And even in listening to Season 1, it was so much fun to, get the quirks out and realize that I actually like you and I can work with you.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't know.
You were on the fence?
So I was on the fence because I was like, and then I was like, all right, I'll come back.
together.
I'll come back.
She's kind of funny. She's got a good rack.
She's very funny. She's got an amazing rack. Do you know we were at the grocery store today and someone tried to buy spices off your chest?
Did they? I hate it when that happens.
I hate.
They're tinier this year,
it.
too, because I lost so much weight.
I know, and actually, I gained them.
You're welcome.
I gained your breasts.
You're welcome. They're so little now.
No, they're not.
They're very little.
Well, you have a top. She's wearing a top that her shoulders are showing. So why don't you just show everyone your tits?
Should I?
Season 2.
Just
show
one?
a little bit.
Just one?
Just one. Go down as far.
outta here.
Can you go down as far
No.
as you feel comfortable?
No.
Okay, there are thousands of straight men watching this, hoping to just see a centimeter above the nipple. Can you
Nipple.
just do that?
No.
Can you go down a little?
No.
Little more than you are.
No.
Just for a second.
No.
Guys, I did my best. After
welcome.
this, she's fired.
It's a treat. They're lovely. I mean, they're a little tinier, but they're still really nice.
I don't know. Nobody can see that.
Well,
you know what? Thank you for not asking me to pull out my balls.
Can you whip your... Oh, that's so gross. I can't even.
Well, hey, guys. We have new coffee cups. I feel so Kelly and Ryan.
Right?
Cheers.
Welcome, cheers.
Yay. Good
Season
morning.
2. Good
Season 2. We
morning.
came with cups.
It's just water. Mine is. Mine's water.
You are ruining the image that I am trying to create.
The illusion?
That too. It's a perfect illusion like Lady
are we?
Gaga. And now you've
We're
ruined
not going
it.
into the whole Lady Gaga thing, are we? You're obsessed with Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift right now. Aren't you obsessed with Taylor Swift right now?
You don't have to call me out. There are straight people that listen to this show.
There's like 2 straight people that listen to this,
No.
let's be honest.
Listen, okay. No, I'm going to
All
say
right.
this right off the bat. I get so many messages, and the people who send me, the straight guys who send me messages are listening right now, and they're going, is he going to call out my name? You're lucky I forgot you. But I get so many messages from straight dudes who want to plow you.
Get out!
All the time.
Sorry,
Oh my
I did
gosh,
not mean to.
blow out my eardrums. Oh my, and I'm always like, well, are you going to have a threesome with her and your wife? Because
Yeah,
they're
'cause they're all
married.
disgusting.
You're all
Pilots, right?
disgusting. 9 out of 10 are pilots.
Yeah, there you go.
And but
You got a reputation for a reason, guys.
but I felt like they do have a reputation for being whores. But I always feel like I need to, like, oh my God, I feel like you're pimp.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm the guy who, like, hey, is she busy at 9:10?
Ew,
Is she
gross.
busy between 9:10 and 9:12? Because I'm a 45-year-old pilot and I'm gonna shoot really
All right,
quick.
That's disgusting.
Did I go over the line?
A little bit over the line.
Well, I don't know.
I
if
mean,
you,
I'm great in the sack, but like,
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if you listened to season 1, but season 2 is going to be much worse.
Great.
I am really feeling this and really into it now.
Thank you.
So I'm not holding back shizzle.
Great. Wait, are you talking about you're not holding back in general, or you're not holding back with like screening people who want to have sex with you. Which one?
I don't know.
Because I think we need a stronger pre-screening process.
Well, I was going to hold back what I was going to say, but now I almost feel like just fucking open the door and take numbers. I'll just stand out front going, number 37,
Oh my
number
God.
37.
No, I'm not having sex with 37 people. Like, let's just wait. Is that what you're?
Oh, yeah, because you've already had sex with 36, and now I'm calling number 37.
No, this is not happening.
And I'm going to feed you
No,
protein
no,
bars
no.
and energy drinks
Oh my God,
and
this is so
fake water in a
disgusting.
coffee cup, and then you're just going to stand
Oh my
there
God,
like
this is like a nightmare. I'm not like a hooker.
What are those
We
things
have
that
to- we
horses
have to-
drink out of?
Okay, we need a happy medium between hooker pirate and Mother Teresa because there's like a nice normal. Can we not? Okay, well, I don't want to talk about my sex life anymore. That's off the table.
But that's why people listen. They're not listening to talk to me.
Okay. All right, but
Nobody wants to bang me. Out of all the messages I get from people, no one's ever like, Joe, you're so hot. I want to throw you in a sling and treat you like an animal. They're always like, can you send me pictures of LJ's tits? And then I'm like,
I'm flattered.
I'll do my best on the show.
Thank you.
So stop sending me fucking messages because I'm not her pimp. And if you want to talk to her, fucking send her a message on Instagram.
Like everybody else slides
My
into my DMs.
God. Because I'm going to start charging people out. You know what I'm going to start doing? I should catfish pilots. And then I'll
Yes.
start my own Instagram and I'll put pictures of you on it. And when they message me,
Great.
I'll get dick pics. And that's all I really care about now.
I have so much to say, but I'm going to bite my tongue.
Should we get back to the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we're supposed to talk about airlines.
We're supposed
Stuff
to.
and-
Oh, please.
and
That was
airplanes.
season 1. This
That's
is
what this is
confessions. This is about everything. People don't care about the airline industry. They want to hear about titties and dicks. But we should also talk about welcome back. And
Welcome
we're here.
back to Confessions on the Flight. Nate is dying laughing right now.
Let us talk about what's been going on in our lives.
Yes, because this is a recap.
Yeah, well, we're
Right?
just welcoming people,
Welcome people
back, and
back.
if they haven't left already because I'm so filthy and disgusting, maybe
Yes.
they'll hang around for the next 30 minutes and listen to
Okay.
the rest of the show.
Beautiful.
So what have you been up to, LJ? Okay, wait a
since
minute. I'm
we-
wearing these sunglasses.
I know, what's going on?
Well, I was trying to be in the moment because we're going to talk about what we did, and I just got back from New Zealand and Australia, so I'm wearing my...
Woo.
What kind of hat is this?
I don't know.
It's like a brimmed hat
I
that
thought it's like a fisherman's hat.
I'm
but that's just
sweating
me.
profusely,
There you go.
and I'm wearing sunglasses inside,
It's a lot.
and it's too much, so I'm
They
taking
want to
those
see your
off.
pretty eyes. Then you'll get some propositions that way.
No, that's only if they see my beautiful ass.
Oh,
So I'm going to throw these sunglasses on the ground where they belong.
beautiful.
And so what have you been up to?
Well, since the last time we filmed,
When's the
Right.
last time we saw each other? Was it like August?
probably.
Oh my God. Well, no, when's the
No.
last time we filmed? I've seen you, but when's the last time we entertained the world?
Oh, that was over the summer.
Oh my God.
I think so, or right before the summer. I was teaching. Was I going to teach at UCLA?
I think you
I
were.
think I was just about to teach at UCLA.
Or you were teaching. Yeah.
Something like that. But to be honest, for all intents and purposes, 2018 was such an amazing year.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it was really great. I mean, it's not without its
good.
heartbreaks and disappointments, like such is life. But
Right.
but for you know, in all honesty, 2018 was a really great year. We launched our podcast. I don't think people know this, but the reason why you and I linked up, well, just because we're friends, and I think you're hilarious, and you thought I was hilarious.
I try.
Am I putting words
I
in your
try
mouth?
to be funny.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Was because we wrote a TV show together.
We
and I don't
did.
think anybody knows that.
Does
No.
maybe they don't
No.
know that
Because we didn't
wrote
say
an
anything.
entire
Yeah.
8-episode sitcom comedy
Yeah, television show.
television show
Well-
called Now Boarding.
Yes. Well,
Go
first of all, you came to me and asked me to help write a TV pilot. And then me being, I don't know.
Lunatic?
was
over
like, no, we're
Oh.
going to write an 8-episode show.
over promising or whatever. What is the word that when you
Over-promising and
no,
under-delivering?
Oh no, because we delivered. We fucking delivered.
Yeah. No, we booked a development deal.
Oh,
That was the
you
biggest thing.
always want to stress
above
me
and-
out.
I want to go above and
So I was
beyond.
like, let's write a pilot. No, let's write the whole series.
Because it's easier
okay.
to shop around
Yeah.
in LA if I have a whole series to shop instead
Right.
of just a television pilot.
Right.
So in 2017, for the entire year, we worked on a pilot and an 8-episode series.
It was
in the
the funnest thing I've ever written.
That makes me
Yeah,
so
it really
happy.
was. No, it was amazing.
And then the beginning of 2018, we booked a development deal with a production company.
We did.
Which was huge. And we went into pre-production.
It was pre-production, ladies and gentlemen. It was
yeah.
pre, I didn't even have to take my pants off in any meetings. That's
God.
how pre it was.
So we went into pre-production.
I didn't say pre-com. Go ahead.
Yeah, there we
Give
go.
me some credit.
Then we went into pre-production, and that started in addition to us launching the podcast as well. So there was a lot going on.
Right, because I never wanted to do a podcast. And I was so adamant. People have asked me, I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not saying this just to boost my ego, but I had two people in my life ask me to do a podcast, and I was like, I will never do a podcast. You will never see me doing a podcast.
Really?
I don't want to do that.
Why did you say yes to me? I have that effect on people.
Well, because you were like, if we do this, it'll be easier to sell the show.
Well,
and I was
true.
just like, okay.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because I've been so adamant about not doing a podcast. Mm-hmm. And then you were just like, we should do a podcast. And I was like, okay. Literally. And then after I was like, how the fuck
did I get you to do that?
Did she, oh my God, could she turn me straight that easy? Like, hey, Joe, want to go down on this? Sure, why not? Like, there I go again. Season 2. It's going to be a mess. And here we are back for season 2.
Yeah, we're back for season 2. So,
and we still haven't sold our show.
Well, no, we did sell the show, and we did go into pre-production. Now, granted, that deal fell apart, unfortunately, but this is something that you have helped me learn, I would say, that looking at things looking at things from the other point of view of why did that happen, and seeing the reason why that happened, like taking that time to mourn the loss of that, because I didn't do that. I'm somebody who like keeps on going, just go, and I didn't take time to mourn the loss of that deal till, oh my gosh, it was in September around my birthday, and I went kind of had a somber moment of really like living through that and dealing with that. But then I found out why. You know, I've told you that I talked to one of the producers who was still a friend of mine. Right. And found out what was going on and how that was such a blessing in disguise that didn't go through.
Oh, because it was awful.
There was a lot of other things that were going on. We would have been in our work would have been in litigation. Number one, our work would have been frozen for 3 years.
Our friendship would have probably been over.
Our friendship would have been over. So to be honest, it was such a blessing in disguise that specific deal didn't go through.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. You know, you're being very, and what's interesting is you are so Hollywood and you're so protected. I'm not so
Hollywood. Don't ever say that. Oh, that I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not Hollywood.
You know what? Before the show started, I said to her, "Be prepared. I'm going to push your buttons."
Yeah, you did.
And I wasn't lying.
I'm not
13
Hollywood
minutes
because
in.
There's a lot of things that.
Okay, I'll re-say it.
Thank you.
This industry is important to you, and you protect it.
Yes.
Is that better?
That's fine. I'll take that.
So you will talk very carefully about your relationships with these people.
Because I value relationships.
Right. I was not happy, and
I know you weren't.
I still felt like that whole situation was handled so unprofessionally, and I felt like, Jesus Christ, you know, if I'm going to be the producer and find the director and find the actors and find the airplane and write the fucking show and, you know, do everything. Yeah. Okay. Why the fuck do I need anyone? Slap Flight Attendant Joe and LJ Productions on it and call it a day. So
dang.
And that was such a fake table slam because
you don't want to ruin
I don't want to ruin
Nate's
the table.
Nate's like cringing in the background. He's like, oh God.
So,
we love you.
So, yeah. So but we both came to the same conclusion of
it was for the best.
It was for the best.
It was for the best.
So yeah.
So that was something that we spent a lot of time doing last year. I focused on going on a bunch of vacations. I went to Peru. We talked about that already. I taught at UCLA. I was a head of the department at UCLA this summer, which was huge. And I really love and adore my students. I find them absolutely incredible and inspiring, and I love that program.
Right.
And then I went on a bunch of vacations. I went to Puerto Vallarta. I went to Mexico for a friend's wedding, and I went paddleboarding.
And you didn't
every
get
day.
raped?
And I did not get raped.
That's good.
Which was impressive because I drank a lot.
Did you wear provocative clothes? Because that doesn't matter.
Mexico.
It doesn't matter.
I was in a bathing suit for
I'm just
kidding. All weekend.
I was trying to be silly about,
I know.
You know,
the Me Too movement.
Don't get raped.
Don't get raped
because it's what you wear.
What you wear.
If that's the case, I would be raped every day.
Well, you are a big slut.
I am hot. What?
You are a big slut.
No, I'm married for 15 years. You're so Hollywood. How you like that, bitch? Don't push me.
Ridiculous. No, I went to Mexico, which was really fun. I had a great time down there. A friend's wedding. It was beautiful.
That's awesome.
Paddleboarding. I love paddleboarding.
I've been a part of Vallarta. It's a very gay. It's the gay Mexico.
Well, we were at a resort, so it was very safe, very together. But I think I'm gonna buy myself a paddleboard because I'm spending a little bit more time at a lake now.
Okay.
So I can. Yeah, I can go paddleboarding and stuff like that. So I'm going to buy myself a paddleboard because I really love that. Where else did I go? Oh, I went to Antelope Canyon. I went to Zion.
I've been to Zion.
So incredibly gorgeous by
Right.
the Grand Canyon. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous.
Was that your first? I just did a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon.
I know,
and it was
amazing.
That's
one of my bucket list
I did not know
things.
that. I think you wrote it on, when I showed a photo on Instagram. You were like, "This is one of my bucket lists."
It's my bucket list thing to do a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon.
Well, it's so easy to do.
It's so gorgeous,
and they have different ones
that.
too. You can actually do one where you land in the canyon and they have like a champagne lunch. There's all different levels. I just
champagne
did
lunch by myself.
Well, no, with everyone there, or if you have someone with you.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
That's
Oh.
disgusting.
Well, I'm glad it's not coming from the bottom end because I just ate a big lunch. So, but you know what? In case I do, okay, in case I does come out the back
What
end.
the heck is
I have this Febreze New Zealand Springs
dear God.
that matches
Did you
my
bring
New
that back from New Zealand?
No, but I went to New Zealand and I brought back this T-shirt and then I found this on your fridge and I thought, that's amazing. Now I'm
Smells
wearing
like
a
New Zealand?
T-shirt and now.
Does it smell
No,
like New
it
Zealand?
smells like I pooped and I'm trying to cover it. But yeah, New Zealand Springs, Febreze. Yeah, I was in New Zealand. What were we talking about? Oh, I burped.
Oh, that's
and
okay.
then what happened?
No, we were talking about Grand Canyon and Zion and stuff
So you've
like
got
that.
to do it. There's different levels. And if you're a non-airline person, it's about $300
Whoa.
just to fly around. It's
Okay.
about a 70-minute tour. But if you're an airline employee, pilot, flight attendant, $55.
I'm doing that as soon as
standby.
possible.
It's standby. And then what you do is you go up to the counter once they say you have a seat, and you ask them if there's any upgrades to the front. They upgrade on helicopters. I don't know. What's the next level? Hanging off the back? I don't know. But I was like, can I upgrade to the front seat? And the guy goes, I don't know. So I was like, you don't know? Oh my God, you should quit here and go work as crew scheduling for the airline industry because they don't know shit either.
That's true.
Like, there's your backup plan, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know shit. You don't know the rules. So he calls and he gets on the phone. He goes, hi, yeah, the standby wants to see if they can upgrade to the front. Yeah.
What?
I was like,
Rude.
do you want me to fucking drag you and the person on the other line onto the helicopter over the Grand Canyon and give you the boot out?
Oh my God.
But then it was $50. So it was $105.
So you did upgrade.
Best seat because you're right there
Oh
on
my
the
God,
end.
that's beautiful.
There were two Russians in the back. I think they were talking about the election. I don't know what was happening. They were making me nervous. So I had my phone. I was acting like I was taking pictures, but I was watching them. They didn't speak any English and they didn't listen to the rules. The guy fell out of the helicopter when we
did
we
not.
landed. No, not to his death. Jesus. Yes, we were flying over the Grand Canyon. He fell out and landed and did a backflip into Lake Mead. No, when we landed, the pilot who was
That's why I'm
hot.
going paddleboarding is Lake Mead.
Oh, I love Lake Mead. And we landed, and the pilot was like, "Don't anybody open the doors. I will open the doors for
And
you."
he opened the door and
Russian
fell
opens
out?
the door, falls his fat ass out on the ground. I was like, "Ha!"
Rude.
So amazing. And the pilot was cute. So, but if you do it, tip your pilot $20. I
Yes.
tipped him $20. Don't say yes like you're gonna blow him in the helicopter, LJ.
Stop it.
Ladies
You
and
make it
gentlemen,
sound like I'm
if
a
you're
big
not
slut.
watching this,
I'm not a slut at all.
No, she's not a
Like,
slut. But she does get blowjob eyes.
Oh my God.
But you just look when I just said he was
Joseph.
hot. When I just said he was hot, you went, yeah. Like your tits almost came out. I don't even have to ask you to pull your top down.
Oh my God.
You know,
I'm really not.
your friends have told you they watch this show just to watch
Watch
me
you
make you
make me
uncomfortable. So I'm
uncomfortable.
doing my job. I'm
I
doing
know.
what the audience wants.
Anyway.
But getting back to the Russian falling out. So
Yes.
yeah, you have to do it. It's amazing. It's
Okay.
so cool. Are you afraid? Have you ever been in a helicopter?
No, I've never been in a helicopter. I really want to do it.
Well, you think you're going to die.
Oh, well, that's
Well,
not
it
good.
takes off. It takes off. And when it takes off, the whole helicopter, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been on one, goes forward. So you're looking at the ground.
Oh,
And then
nervous.
so it does that. So I'm holding on for dear life. But we had headphones on and he was playing like Hotel California and he was playing all these great songs. And
Taylor
then
Swift?
No Taylor Swift. Well, I
You're
don't.
on a big Taylor Swift kick. I'm right now on
am.
a big Huey Lewis and the News kick.
Which turns me on.
I'm on such a Huey Lewis and the News kick.
Because
It's
that
like,
was when
I'm
I was a
obsessed.
kid. But when we were going, back to my story.
Sorry.
When
Whoa.
it's so hard being here, ladies and gentlemen. But the moment we went over the ridge into Grand Canyon, the Kenny Loggins, what is that song from Top Gun?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I don't know the name of the song, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God! Now I feel like
That's cool.
Oh, I have to look it up. So continue to. So yeah,
thanks.
you
I
have
can
to
talk
do
now?
it. Yeah, you talk now.
Great. That's wonderful. Yes.
Kenny
That's
Loggins.
incredible.
Yeah, you have to do it.
I wanna do that.
Danger Zone.
Yeah.
It was so the moment we went over the cliff, the Danger Zone came on, and I
That's
was like,
incredible.
I'm gonna jump.
No.
Like I felt like I could do anything, and I was gonna take the Russians with me. I've been doing it for America.
Oh my God.
So it's fun. You have to do that.
I wanna do that.
I almost just drank the Febreze,
Let's
so I'm going
not
to
do
put
that.
it back.
Have that.
onto
Have
the
some of that. But no, I did Zion and Antelope Canyon and stuff like that was for my birthday. Did it go in there?
I
That's
think
disgusting.
Febreze went
your-
into my Confessions on the Fly
Mug.
coffee cup mug, and now I'm
That's
gonna.
disgusting.
That's gonna give me the shits. So what else have you got? What have you done?
That was one of the. I did that trip for my birthday, which was Antelope Canyon, and we got a cabin. It was really beautiful. It was really really nice. And then I went to Dallas, which was fun, and I went to Mavericks game.
Nobody says I went to Dallas and had fun, but go ahead. It's fine. Was that your first time in Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What was your big takeaway from Dallas?
The Mavericks game was good. That was my takeaway from Dallas.
Really?
Yeah.
That's basketball, right?
Yeah.
Mark Cuban owns
Yeah,
them.
and he was there actually. I
God,
can see Mark Cuban.
that's very
Right over
cool.
there. Yeah, so that was good. And then yes.
And just to clarify, that was your takeaway from Dallas?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
That was going on. And then
Sorry.
I know.
I love
Making me uncomfortable?
Yeah, I love causing trouble.
I know you do.
So, yeah.
So yeah, that was good. And then the end of the year kind of was a dumpster fire, but you know, it is what it is. I worked way too much.
Which was what, 2 days? No, that's me. Oh my God, I had to work 4 days.
You're such a drama queen when it comes to that.
Somebody wrote on the flight attendant Joe page, I said something like I was off for 36 days, and they were like, how can you do that? I was like, don't be nosy.
Yeah.
I'm independently poor.
You're not.
No, I'm not poor. I can do
You
that.
should adopt me.
I should adopt you.
You should adopt me, let's be honest.
I could.
You
If I
could.
get my Canadian citizenship, I'm going to have to adopt a lot of people.
Yes.
So we can leave this dumpster fire of a country.
My plan for 2019 is to spend as little amount of time in the United States as possible, to be honest.
Oh my God. I just
I
got
have-
back. I was just out of the country.
I know. Yeah.
That's why I'm dressed like Crocodile Dundee.
I love it.
Because I was in New Zealand. I'm wearing my New Zealand shirt. Well, that's all sweaty because it's like 1,002. It's almost like it's summer in Sydney here. But and that's why I'm wearing my crocodile hat.
love
and my
it.
crocodile New Zealand hat.
But the new year started off really good. So
Yeah. So you bought a house.
I bought a house.
That's congratulations.
Yay!
I barely own a car. I have a Mini Cooper that I own.
I bought a
So
house.
that's amazing.
I'm officially a landlord. So
Do you are you a slum landlord?
slumlord millionaire?
Are you a slum landlord?
No. I'm a landlord.
Okay.
But yeah, so I bought my first
That's amazing.
property.
Do you,
I don't say this often, but that is something that I'm really quite proud of because you know, it was every penny and every piece of paperwork was all on me. So
I have to tell you, I complimented you to my husband because I told him you bought a house and it was a 3-bedroom and it was in. I'm not going to give the address out. Don't worry.
I didn't want you to tell
Send
anybody
me a
where
message.
I bought a house,
Send
but
me a
apparently
message.
now everyone
It's on
knows.
521 Main
All
Street.
right.
I don't know the
No.
address.
No.
But I said, you know, LJ's crazy, but I'll give her this. The bitch can save some fucking money.
Yeah.
Like you are on your game.
I am on my game.
When it comes to being
I have a plan.
an adult.
I got
Like
my
no,
shit together.
you got your shit together. Like yeah,
I got
like
me.
you stress me out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, you are on fucking fire. Like
I stress you out and Kelly out too.
and who's Kelly? Is that your dog?
No.
Oh, your therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. We stressed our therapist out so much she quit. No, she became our bubby. It's a
Yeah.
long story. But I mean, like, buying a house is one of, like, the top stressors in the world. And you still showed up for work today.
I did. I still showed up for work.
Won't go to
I'm
work as an
delightful.
airline flight attendant, but I'm
No.
sitting here.
No.
Fuck that job. I thought it was confessions. Like, that's how I feel.
No, but I bought a house, which was a huge thing for me to do, especially right off the bat in January. So that was a big thing. We did something very cool together right off the bat in January.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that because we're waiting for the pregnancy test to come back.
Jesus.
You didn't know what I was going to say.
I know. I
did
had
you?
no idea. I was
That's
like,
what's the best about this show. You don't know what's going to happen. But go ahead. Finish. It's so
Can I say that what we did?
Yeah, go ahead. It could have
No.
aired. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you say it. Well, I'll let you say that was another that I will let you talk about that. That's another big thing. And then my other big thing that happened right off the bat in the beginning of the year was my book went to the editors. So that's also a big thing that will come out later this year.
Congratulations.
So honestly, the start of 2019 has been pretty baller.
But that's great. Now,
And I lost 15 pounds last year. So
well,
that
this
was
sounds
very
like
exciting.
Confessions on the Fly with LJ and
I just wanna talk about me.
slightly guest star. I should just leave. I could go actually spritz some water on my face because
You asked
it's
me-
1,000 degrees.
It's always so hot in here, Nate. You asked me to recap. That's my recap. I'm busy. I'm doing things. I'm getting shit done.
I've done nothing.
I'm not lazy.
I've done nothing. I am on vacation all the time. No, actually, we just did something amazing. We are going to be on a Vice YouTube channel show. They do this show, and it's called
Vice Media.
How to Treat.
How to
Vice
Treat.
Media. How to Treat. They've done bartender. They've done disabled person. They've done weed dealer. God, I really watched that one a couple times to try to find one, but it didn't work. And can somebody send me some cookies? I mean, how hard is that? For God's sake, I take months off of work at a time.
Oh my God.
It's
You're
confessions.
totally getting drug tested the next time you go to work.
Well, that's fine. I hope it's. Never mind. I was gonna push the envelope and say I hope when I'm drug tested it's a finger bang, but I thought it didn't go together.
No.
So so we did this Vice Media. It's a YouTube channel show, and it's How to Treat. We did Flight Attendant. We met in New York, and we filmed it. And there were 2 other flight attendants, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it
and
was really fun.
I got to just say whatever I wanted
Yes.
I'm excited because
I was
I'm
very
hoping
professional.
to get a literary agent somehow. I
Yeah.
mean, I got to sell these fucking books.
I just want to sell
I mean,
my TV scripts.
and
That's all I can.
but you said your book went. What kind of book? You're writing a children's book.
The first book. Well, I have my the Accidental Flight Attendant book, which I've been working on. But I wanted to get out my children's books first because
You said books. Are you going to write them all first?
well, you made me decide.
I didn't
that
make you. I just made
you
a suggestion.
twisted my arm.
I said maybe it should be a series.
And now give me the idea, and I'm not going to not do that.
Well, I like things in threes.
Exactly.
I like 3 books. I like 3 movies.
Yes.
I like threesomes. How did you not see that?
Not coming.
Did you not see that coming?
No, of course I saw it coming.
Okay, I was gonna say you better know me better than that.
Me too.
Do you have a title for this children's book?
Yes. But I don't want to. I don't want to announce it yet.
Okay, well, you know my 3rd book's coming out
Yes,
this year,
yes.
and I am procrastinating so bad. Like the first draft is
But
done.
it's, that's what I was going to say. It's already
practically done.
done. But why aren't you? You have to get that out this
Well,
year.
I'm doing. Oh, it's going to be out this year. But I'm reading a lot right now. I'm doing this project where I'm trying to read 52 books.
I know,
and
which I
in
think
a
is
year.
so
And
incredible.
but the title of my 3rd book and my last flight attendant book, by the way,
Yeah.
this is the last
This is
one.
the
It's a
last-
series. Remember,
The last
3
unicorn.
is called "I'm Just Here for the Layovers,"
Hey.
and the whole book is about that I don't really like my job. And it's the book basically goes over. It's in journal form, so you follow me because one of the questions people always ask flight attendants are, what routes are you on? What's it like? How are you home every night? Da, da, da. So I decided to publish a book that was in journal form, so people could follow me on trips.
I thought that was really good, and this has the pairings in it too, right?
Yeah, so the
I thought that was
cities
incredible.
and,
I thought that was a brilliant idea when you did that, when you told me.
So I was talking with Matt, and I was talking about a title, and I didn't know what to title it. And then I said, I'm just here for the layovers. And he was
Nailed it.
like, oh, that's great. And I'm like, oh, that was easy.
That was easy.
It's when you don't think of it. So I'm just here for the layovers. Comes out, burped again. God. Ooh, that tasted like avocado. And it'll be my last one because I feel like I can only write so many flight attendant books until it's just redundant.
Yeah.
Like how, I've already written 2 books. I've written over like 35 essays of the flight attendant world. And this kind of wraps it up.
And also your blog.
And my blog,
you know what I mean?
700. I've written 700 flight attendant things about that. So,
and you inspired me. I started my blog because
there you
of
go.
it too.
Yeah. Well, this is all about you today. So, of course, you started a blog.
Now I feel like a jerk.
Oh,
you literally just said, "Tell me what's been going on," because I haven't seen you, and I've had a lot going on.
And I also told you I was going to push your buttons. So, man up.
Can you just be nice to me? Can someone be nice to me, please?
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Oh,
This.
shut the mic off. I'm going home. My tit sweat is done. I'm sweating under my tits. So this will be the last one, and then you can start writing flight attendant books.
Well, I have my one.
Done.
I'm just gonna write my one.
And then
after
I'm gonna
write my kids' book. Not after. I think I'm gonna write the first children's book. Will get done first, and then I think I will launch the accident of flight attendant. How the hell did I get up here? And then I think I will go back to the children's book and finish that.
That plan sounds great. It'll never work that
okay.
way. Plans don't ever work out. You want. So I'm going to finish this third
That's
one. Amen. That's another episode.
That's a whole other thing.
And then I'm going to start writing personal memoir books.
What can am I allowed to ask about?
You can ask me anything. I don't hold anything back like my co-host does. Hi, welcome to Confessions on the Fly.
There are certain things that I do not like to talk about.
I know. But your titties are not one of them. Go ahead.
Because they're fantastic. I like that as an asset.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
okay.
sorry.
What do you want to ask me?
Can we talk about the other story that you've been writing?
Oh no,
No,
I'm writing
okay.
I'm writing a fiction story.
I just
it's
love
gonna
that
be
story.
It's
That's
gonna
why.
yeah. It's called Sapling Lane, and it's based off of characters from a town in North Carolina, and it's fiction because when I wrote that, I had never written fiction until I wrote that TV show with you, and then I realized, oh my God, this is so much better than because when you write essays, nonfiction, you have you can stretch a little to make a point and a story, but you can't be like, and then the plane fell out of the sky and I was the only one to live.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
No.
Which reminds me. Can I go off? Can you hold that thought so I can tell a funny story? My friend Mike loves this. Oh, now it's about me. Why don't you? Oh, here we go. My friend Mike loves this story. So when I was 12, I moved to a new neighborhood, and no one liked me because I was fat and I was a nerd, and no one liked me. So I decided to be a liar. So that people would like me.
You?
So I told this fabricated story that my grandparents were in a plane crash, and they were the only ones that survived.
Oh my God.
But then I got beat up for lying.
I can imagine.
So, you don't want to write about that in your no, it's a true story. I would be like, oh, my grandparents were the only ones that survived. It was huge. It took out a city. When I lie, you usually can tell because it's so over the top.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, my friend Mike loves that. He always says to me, if I'm telling a story and it just might even sound an inch, he's listening right now. He listens to the show. He's the one who always tells me, be nice to LJ.
Thank you.
And then I'm like, stop listening to the show. Mike. So
you got my vote. Let's hang out.
Settle down. So if I'm ever telling a story that just might even seem remotely ridiculous, he goes, is this like your grandparents died in a plane crash? And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Little. Good.
So So when you write essays about your life, you can't lie.
Yeah. No.
So when I wrote that TV show with you, it was almost like opening it was like learning algebra. I was like, I understand how amazing this is.
So now
it
you
was
can understand
so cool.
why I love writing and why that type, like I love film and television, and because you are creating living, breathing, full blown characters that way, which I think is incredible. It's very different than like being a personality or like that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
no, agreed. And I just fell in love with it. So now I'm writing this fictional. Well, you read the first.
I loved it.
It's 5 short stories, but it's all the same. It's all in the same universe, pretty much on the same day, but from 5 different perspectives.
Yeah.
The 5 main characters.
Which I love.
And it started off, it was just going to be the one you read. It was going to be one. And then I thought, as I was writing it, I was like, well, what about this character?
What about this?
Well, what does this character? And then it turned into 5. So
Which is so cool.
I've written the first one. The second one, I'm halfway done. But But I noticed that I put so much on my plate
Yes.
that I have to make a decision on what's the most
priority.
important and
Yeah.
what's the priority.
That's what I have to do.
So I
too.
don't even know
you
yet.
You do that with me. You push me to say what's the
Yeah,
best priority. to
you don't
focus
put
on.
too much on your plate because then you're going to get full and then you're going to throw up.
Well, yes. And you need to, yes.
So we talked about your house. We talked
Yes.
about future
It's not my
books.
forever home. It's just my home. You know, it's a stepping, it's a business decision, let's be honest. It's not
No,
like
that's
my
great.
forever.
No, I don't own a house. So that's amazing.
Thank you.
That I'm
Thank
very,
you.
very proud of you.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you because a lot of people just don't get shit done. They wait.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. A lot of people won't do anything because they don't put themselves first or they don't care about themselves. And they worry so much about other people. And I love the fact that you just get shit done. And that
Thank you.
is a great quality besides your titties.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I'm trying to be nice. You told me I was being mean.
I love you.
I love you too. And then I went to New Zealand and Australia. I know we got to wrap this episode up, but I'm having fun, so
Have
I don't
fun. You
care.
can do it. It's
They'll
your,
listen.
It's your show.
Oh.
It's your show.
Now it's my turn. No, I'm just gonna say I went to New Zealand and Australia. Met my husband. He was going there for work, but I went to Australia. I went to New Zealand for the first time. It was a bucket list.
Great.
And if I was a country,
Uh-huh.
I would be New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you were a country, what country would you be? Don't say America.
No.
Not
Definitely
right now.
not.
Never really.
Canada? No, I don't.
Canada's all right. My
Canada's
cousin,
not- I don't know.
my eighth
If
cousin
I
is
was
the
a-
prime minister.
If I was a country, what would I be? I don't know. I'll have to think about it and get back to you.
Can we talk about it again?
Yep.
Well, remind
Another
me
episode?
a couple weeks. Think about
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna think
I
about
want to
it.
know
I'll
because
get back
I'm
to
New
you.
Zealand. New Zealand is the place to be.
So, okay.
It's
Great.
it's fantastic. The people in Air New Zealand.
Lovely.
Oh my God. They were amazing.
Wonderful.
They have Air New Zealand has these seats. They're called sky couches. So you can buy the entire. It's in coach.
Okay.
And it's just a bank of 3. So just think of any airplane, a row of 3 seats.
Got it.
But on the bottom of each seat, there's this little lever thing that you can pull up and attach it to the seat in front of it, and then it makes a sofa. And then they give you pillows and blankets, and then you're literally in a bed in coach flying from San Francisco to Auckland.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
Well, yes, of course.
Obviously.
You have to buy the whole row.
Oh, you have to buy the whole row.
Sure. You buy the sky couch. It's
Okay.
probably like $2,000.
Oh, okay.
So I'm flying standby, and do you know that I get up to the ticket counter and she's giving me my seat. She goes, do you have proof that you're leaving? And I said, oh yeah,
Proof that I'm
I'm flying
leaving.
standby. Do you have proof that you're leaving New Zealand? And I said, oh no, I'm going to fly standby by ticket. Oh, I can't give you your seat until you show me you're leaving.
Huh?
You can't go to the fucking country until you prove to them I'm
you're
not moving.
leaving.
Yeah, like fuck a wall. Just tell people when they're leaving America. Like, hi, you want to come in? When are you leaving? In 2 weeks? Okay, we're going to come find you if you don't.
Wow.
Okay. So I'm like, oh my God. So I literally have to, did I say fuck the wall? Well, I mean, it's confessions, right? Listen, the Trump supporters that are listening to the show,
We don't have Trump supporters that are listening to the show.
there
let's
are
be
pilots that listen to this show, and they're here for you. So they're not here for me. They probably mute me and then zoom in on your boobs. So I had to list because I was flying from Auckland to Sydney, and I had to list for a flight and show her. I had to show her my
That
phone
you
and be
were
like, I'm
listing for
leaving New
another-
Zealand. And she's like, okay, lovely. So she gives me my seat, and she's like, it's an aisle seat. And I'm like, oh, that's
Wonderful.
lovely. And then I immediately start talking in a weird accent.
I know. Because
So-
it's not an Australian accent.
I don't
it's
know.
not a British accent.
It's nothing. I'm the worst. I got
You're gonna
fired
make
from
me
a play
start
once.
Talking
I'll
in
talk
an
about it
accent.
in a couple of weeks.
We'll talk about it
So I go through security, and then when they're scanning my ticket, she's there again, and she's like, "You got the whole row," and I was like, "Oh my God, amazing!"
Lovely.
Right? So I sit down, I'm in the aisle, and then I notice something's pushing my leg, and I look down. Oh, I'm in a sky couch. It's amazing.
Incredible.
I boned up.
Half
So I had to take the pillow honey. I had to unzip my pants and let it out and put a pillow over my lap. So the New Zealand. I'm gonna wrap this up. I know we gotta go. The New Zealand flight attendant comes over and I introduce myself. She says, "Hey, we're going on holiday. This is lovely. Oh, you're so lucky. You have the whole row. This is amazing." Now I sound like Mary fucking Poppins.
accent is.
So she and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm gonna eat my meal. I'm gonna have like 10 glasses of wine, and my ass is gonna sleep and wake up in New Zealand tomorrow.
Right.
It's amazing. She comes over, she goes, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry, but we have a passenger who has Parkinson's, who's in a middle seat.
yeah.
No, fuck her with her no.
No.
And let me finish. And she goes, and she's in a middle seat, and I'm so sorry, but we have to move her to this road. Do you want the aisle or the window? I'm looking at her like, I don't speak New Zealand. Like, I'm staring at her like I'm a Chinese passenger and she's trying to tell me to have my seat and fasten my, and I'm like, no, I don't know.
Not gonna happen.
I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I'm thinking, I'll stay in the aisle because I pee a lot and I don't want to.
That's how I am. I get up
So
much.
some chick comes over. She's like 34. Bitch didn't shake the whole flight with Parkinson's. Put her blanket over her and slept for 12 hours. I was like a pretzel, 46 years old, looking over, going, oh, you bitch. If you don't have Parkinson's, I hope you get it.
Oh my God.
Well, don't lie and say, say you're on a
Wait,
flight.
let me just pray. Just give me a minute to pray while it's silently. Go ahead. All right, talk.
I mean, she lied. She didn't shake once. I didn't even see a pinky, and I was looking. I wanted her to write. I almost gave her a pen and a piece of paper and said, here, write your name. We're doing a test. Because she fucking lied. So I was even watching her pinky. Nothing moved. No toes, no nothing.
Was she like because if it's 3 seats, was she sleeping in the middle in the window?
No, she was in the window.
Okay.
There was nobody in the middle.
So she was like curled up?
No, she was sleeping again. She wasn't that bad. I'm just a dick.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to lay down on my fucking sky couch for $200.
No, I understand.
And so every time I'd look over, I'd be like, bitch.
Yeah.
She was actually nice. She's from Canada. She lives in New Zealand. She was cool. But every time I looked over, I was like,
This one.
this is my seat.
This is my seat.
I really hope she doesn't get
No,
Parkinson's.
I hope she doesn't.
Because sometimes I shake and I'm afraid to go to the doctor about it. Could be with the DTs. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done. Are we done?
I think we should be done on that
I'm
note.
sorry for anyone who has Parkinson's who's listening to this. I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, I'm praying for him.
I'm just kidding. She didn't have Parkinson's. But what if, I understand the flight attendant moving her. Because if somebody, and you know what? Here's the thing, and I'm a dick. Just because you have Parkinson's doesn't mean you shake. I actually know somebody very well who has Parkinson's.
And
who
you're backpedaling.
we go.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, no, because I would say it on stage, but I wouldn't say it at dinner.
No, I understand.
I'd be like, this bitch said she had Parkinson's, but I didn't see her pinky twitching. Like I would say that on stage, but not everybody twitches, and I'm just kidding. But no, she took my seat, and I don't believe she. I don't know. I'm not going to say it. Now I sound like Donald Trump. It's terrible.
Oh my God.
But what would you do if somebody said to you, listen, I have a problem. Do you have another seat for me?
Move them.
I'd move them.
That's what you would do, too, if you
I
were
would.
working.
I'm just an asshole passenger who pays $200 to fly to Auckland. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done.
I think we're done. Did you have anything else you want to inform everybody about your time off?
Can we erase this entire episode and start again?
We're going to start again?
No.
Oh.
It's confessions on the fly. You just keep going.
You just keep going.
Listen, if Kathy Griffin can come back from that head thing, we can come back from this. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to you. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to season 2 of Confessions on the Fly.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you next week, all right? Please come back. I promise I won't pick on people with Parkinson's again.
Oh my God. Thanks for watching Confessions on the Fly with LJ and Flight Attendant Joe. Click the notification bell, subscribe below, and for more videos, you can click right here. See you soon.